I'm starting with a machine pullover today to get things warmed up, and I like it because I really feel like I can focus on nothing but my lats on this. It takes my arms completely out of it, so I get a really good pump off this to get things started. From here I'll probably go to some one arm low rows and see how those go, and then maybe some T-bar rows after that, and then we'll do some more pull down type movements. That was a struggle getting in and out of that. One arm at a time.
Why do you start with this exercise?
I mix it up. I'm just starting with it today. I know I can get a really good pump going off this because I squeeze for like 1 second at the bottom, pulling on my lats, and it isolates the lats and really doesn't hit anything else. So I'm just trying to get some blood moving into it and get warmed up really good.
What's another warm-up you would do?
A lot of times I'll start with like a assisted pull-up machine and then move into some body weight pull-ups, or I may use a lat pull down. I normally don't start with heavy row movements right off the bat.
Why?
I just feel like, you know, my elbows, everything just, you know, I need to get a little more blood moving and get pumped up before I move into stuff like that. I'm getting old, achy. Need grease fittings. That's right, grease my gears. Now I just chose this exercise to do one arm at a time. I try to make sure every workout is different. I don't do the same thing twice. And I noticed the last couple weeks I've been using either the rope or the bar, doing both arms, so I figured I'd switch it up. I try to stretch forward and stretch out my shoulder blades and scapula, get a full contraction on it. I mean, I feel like it fires into the upper back really good that way. Now, I've been incorporating a lot of during workout stretches, and definitely I've been setting aside probably 15 minutes post-workout to stretch every day as well. I find it's helped me with my mobility, not quite sore the next day. My flexibility is getting better and better, so something I don't mind doing, and I've kind of grown to like it, and I'm seeing the results from it, so I'm going to continue to do it. I've been getting massage regularly as well, deep tissue and active release, and it's really good for injury prevention. It's increased my range of motion, so all around, you know, it's a win-win. You know, you feel good, you train better, you know, you protect yourself from injury. It's, you know, it's definitely worth it.
So that one might be a little wide for me.
Well, I chose that on purpose. I'm going to do 2 wide with that, then I'm going to do 2 like stretcher style, and then I'm going to do 2 where I lay back onto it.
Way back.
Yeah. So that way I'm getting a total of 6 sets on this, but I'm doing 3 different things, hitting it from, you know, 3 different angles instead of 2. So like my norm is always, you know, 3 sets per exercise. I'm trying to break out of that. Sometimes I'll do 5 sets, sometimes I'll do 2 sets, but do 3 times the exercises. The reason I've been focusing on my mobility and keeping things moving is you'll notice that when I pull down with the bar, I like to be able to get the bar to touch my chest, and it won't do it. I've increased it over the last couple of weeks. It's came down a lot further, but I still got a long ways to go to get full range of motion back.
Awesome.
You'll see it here. It's terrible. Nope. We just finished upper back, and I've got legs tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing any deadlifts today. So to do some lower back, there's a machine in this gym that I like. I call it just a back extension machine. Kind of isolates the lower back, and you know, you're not using your whole body on like you would on a deadlift. Eat there. Oh yeah,
You know that one that Mike has?
yeah, it's crap.
I haven't used this.
A little awkward, but you know, once you get used to it, it's not that bad.
What else would you do in place of this?
Could do 3 different things. Well, I could do several different things. Could do this. I could do hyper extensions, which I really like those too. And then I could do full deadlifts. I could do a rack deadlift, or this actually kind of mimics the motion of a good morning with like a barbell. But I'm not fond of those. It's like a kind of puts too much pressure on my core versus I feel this in my lower back. finishes the back workout up, we'll head on over to do some calves now.
Jump in on this.
Yeah.
And you want
Oh no, here, I'll take it from over here.
to get in on it.
Hey, go ahead.
Don't move your adjustments, huh? Just a little bit.
You can move it if you need to.
You always had bigger legs. See? Right there's good. Just talk, you know, your leg development, calf development. Have you always had bigger calves?
My quads and hands have always been relatively, have always grown really quickly compared to everything else. That's why I've normally trained my upper body twice a week and my legs only once. My calves have been kind of a weak area for me. I've been training them 2 to 3 times a week, and I normally do like time under tension supersets, anything I can just to make the workout as grueling as possible to try to make them grow. And you know, the last couple of years they've really came along, but you know, that's not a strong point that I was gifted with.
How many days a week are you doing calves?
2 to 3. Sometimes I'll do them 3, but mostly 2.
Do you do them the same day as legs, or does it matter?
No, I never do them on the same day as legs. It's like, I feel like if I do quads and hams and I give it everything I got, I don't have anything left to do calves afterwards. It would just be a very weak calf workout.
It's strolling my legs on that single.